Hello viewers, welcome back to Queries Book. In this video, I will show you how to create quizzes using Google Forms. For that, first you need to open any browser. I am using Chrome browser here. By clicking on nine dots icon here, Google Apps, a few of you have the option called Forms here, like docs, books, right? You can find the Forms option here. If you didn't find Forms option here, I can't find the form option here. So I want to type down Google Forms, enter, and then choose the option called docs.google.com. When you click on it, you will get into this page. Then choose blank with plus mark here. Then you will get into this page. You need, if you want to give a title, if you have any title to your quiz, you can give. I have a title called Important Days. Then you can also give the description or the instructions for your quiz. Each quiz contains this quiz. Questions with multiple options. Answer them carefully. You can give any instructions you want, and then to make the quiz to accept as a quiz, by just choosing, by just giving the questions, typing down the questions and giving options is do not converts this form as a quiz. Just it accepts the responses from the participants. So to make it as a quiz, you need to click on settings. Then you can find the options like this here: general, presentation, and quizzes. If you want to collect the email IDs of your participants, you need to click on email ID, and of course most of the quizzes should be limited to single response, so the user should not accept the quizzes for more than one time. So I am limiting the response to one. You can also uncheck it if you need to accept your participants to make any number of submissions. So I didn't want to edit the submissions after once the user participant was submitted this quiz, and I didn't want to show the summary chart, because if I show the summary chart, they will know who and what the percentage of the students answered the quiz, and how the percentage of students or participants get the responses. Everything was shown at the end, so I didn't want to check this too at the end. Then click on presentation. You can show the progress bar, I mean how many number of questions or how many number of pages you have completed so far. So if you tick on it, you can shows the progress bar at the line, I mean loading. You can find a symbol like a line with colors. So if it is full, the quiz form was complete, almost to done. So I am using this show progress bar also, and I want to shuffle the order of the questions. So it may differs for every participant. Each and every participant, the order of questions may differ, so that they can it may becomes little bit harder to copy from others. So if the students were say passing the answers, like first question has the third answer and third question has the first answer, like that, if we shuffle the order, then it may be difficult for the students to copy from others. So I recommend you to shuffle the order if you are using quizzes, this form to make quizzes for students to conduct like an exam. So then you need to click on quizzes, and you need to click enable this button here, switch here. So then it will only converts into a quiz. Before that, it won't accept the response as a quiz. It just takes them as a form. So I recommend you to make it as a quiz. Then immediately after your submission, you can also manually check the responses of your students. If you are using this quiz, if you are using this quiz as a multiple choice, it won't be required to check them manually. If you want to check a lengthy questions to be verified, you need to choose manually. So but I am here I am only choosing immediately after submission of each response, so that I am using here a multiple choice, so I am using this. Then missed questions means it will shows you the immediately answered correctly. If the students were answered correctly or not, or they missed any questions, after the submission of their quiz, they can know what the questions they have missed and what the wrong answers they have done. And here you can also but I'm unchecking it. So the correct answers means you have to give the correct answer. If the students wants to know at the end after the submission, they can know the correct answers. But here if I am saying you that if the students want if you are conducting a quiz for students and you want to not copy do not avoid copying from others, I recommend you to uncheck this, because if one student fill the answer correctly, fill the answer successfully, and he can see all the answers, correct answers, and he can take a screenshot and he can share with others, so that everyone can get the full marks. So I recommend you to uncheck this. And points value means at the end after the submission, they can see how many points they get. If they get 8, 10 like that, I also recommend you to uncheck this, because if the student get 8 points, they will also if I am using 10 points here, 10 I am giving 10 after 10. If the student get 8, then he will take all the screenshot, all the answers of him, and they will share, and every student will get 8 of 8. So I recommend you to uncheck all these three. If you want to conduct in a strict manner, quizzes in a strict manner, then click on save. See, it will collect the email ID of the participant, and here it's time to answer. I have already saved I have prepared few questions to make the quiz. See, I have typed down a question here. National Postal Day is observed on. So the answer for this is October 10th. You can fill the by clicking on it. You can fill the question here. National Post Day is observed on. You can type down the question like this, and you can also make the options just by July 4th, or like that. You can also add another options just by clicking on add options icon here. So I need only 4 options for my quiz, so I created 4 options. The correct answer is October 10th here. So to make which option to be selected is correct, you need to click on answer key here, then click on the correct option. Here the correct option is October 10th. So here you can find the option called points option. Here I have fixed it to 10. So if you want to fix it to 9, you can just increase it or decrease it. I want to give one option for 1 point for each question, so I am choosing 1 point for this question, first question, and if I choose next, I can go to next. Then you need to click on done. Without clicking on done, it won't save this 10th as an option, so don't forget to click on done. Then choose required. If this answer need to be definitely answered by your students or participant, you need to select required here. And there is another additional option called you can click on 3 dots here, then choose shuffle options order. I had shown you shuffling of questions means the first question will be shuffled to the last, or second, third, fourth for the different participant. But if you choose this shuffle options order, this within the question the options will be shuffled. I mean, here the fourth option is 10th October 10, then it will, for another participant, the second option may be October 10th, so it will shuffle the inner options of the question. Each and every question you need to select this option. So to add another question, just you can find a small bar here, you can find this. Just click on this add question here, then a new question bar, a new question tab will appear. So after filling all the questions, just you need to click on send button here. If you click on send button here, you will get a page, a pop-up window like this. If you want to email all the students, if you have a group mail ID for your students, or if you created a group for your participants who wants to make a quiz, wants to participate in the quiz, you can directly type down their email IDs here along with their subject, including form in the email. If you include the form in the email, they can directly fill the form in their email without redirecting into the Chrome browser. Of course it is recommended, but it's your wish. You can type down the email IDs here. If you want to share them in WhatsApp or in Facebook or in some other platforms other than email, you can choose this link option here. Linking option is, it will gives you a link, bigger link. If you just click on copy, this link will be copied and you can paste it anywhere, and you can share with your participants. If you, this link is very bigger, if you click on shorten URL, then the link will be shortened, and this is more comfortable to be shared in groups like WhatsApp or Facebook groups. So I recommend you to copy this to share this, share the link of the form. You can also embed your form in your websites. If you have an official website to accept the quiz forms, quizzes, you can also embed this code in your website by just copy. If you click on copy, this code will be embedded. Just you can paste it on your source code of your website. So I generally use this link because it is more easier for the participants to access. Just by clicking on this link, they will redirect into the Chrome browser and they will get the pages to be answered. I will show you how it looks. Just click on this form, then this is how the user end will looks. You can also just click on preview. You can also see how the user end will looks. Just if I select October 10th, then if it will get submit. Okay, I will show you. If I click on submit, then it will shows you like this, view accuracy. Then it will only shows what the answer the student have made, and other than that it won't shows anything. If you select missed questions, correct answers and points, it will show something, questions and answers for everything. October 10th is the correct answer, like that it will show, but it will only send the response of your students, of what the student has answered now, just to cross verify. He can't able to change it again. So, and I will also show you how to release the scores to the students. Here you can see, when you open the link, if you are using an official mail to make the quiz, you can find a response with 1 here. You can, beside questions, you can find responses with 1. I mean, one student has responded for the quiz, so you need to click on response. He responded for 1 question. The name and his mail ID will be shown here. Then if you click on the release score, the participant will receive a mail that how many points he had scored for the quiz. If you this, I will recommend to click on release score only when all the participants, all the students or the participants completed writing quiz. Then only click on release score. So every participant, if you have conducted this quiz for 60 students, with a single click of release scores here, each and every 60 participants or 70 participants will get the receive a mail that how many marks they get in the quiz. So this is how to create the quiz and grades the quiz using Google Forms. You can also make them as a spreadsheet just by clicking on it. You can rename it quiz. Then if you just create on it, it will be saved into your Google Drives. You can access from there. See, everything was shown. It will be recorded and you can access any time you want. It's a small document, Excel sheet. You can download it and you can store it anywhere, or it will stored in your drives. You can access from your drives too. So that's all about how to creating the quiz using Google Forms.